Hello friends, welcome to another video. Today I will be discussing one more DSA problem, that is how we can reverse a given number. First I will describe it and then I will go for coding. So let's start. And you have given a number like 1, 2 and 3, and you have to print the number in the reverse order. So it will be in 3 to 1. So how we can do that? Like you have given 1, 2, 3. So if we take a remainder of this number by dividing 10, so it will give you as 3. So you can see in this way we got our first integer like 3. Here the output should be start with the 3. So we got our output as 3. So again, if we divide, like first we need to change our integer as 1, 2, 3, and this 1, 2, 3, if we divide by 10, then it will give you as 12. So if we again divide to takes remainder of 12, so it will give you as 2. So you can see we got our second output also in this way as 2. In this way we can got the whole integer 3 to 1, and we have to print integer value like 321. So for that we can I have an approach like we can keep a sum, and whenever our sum is changed, then we can do sum into 10 plus our remainder. In this way we can get the whole integer as 321. So first our remainder is 3 and the sum will be 0 initially. So 0 into 10 it will give you as 0, and plus 3 it will give you as 3. Again if we do same, then our sum will be 3. So 3 into 10 will be 30, and our remainder will be 2. So 30 plus 2 it will give you as 32. And again if we will divide 12 by 10, then it will give you as 1. And again if we take a remainder of 1, then it will give you as 1. So 32 into 10 it will give you as 320, and if we do plus 1, then it will give the whole integer as 321. So I will start the coding inside my IntelliJ. So here um, here I have, okay, here I have class called any name you can give, and I have take a scanner class, and I have an integer here. So we have to reverse this integer. So initially I am taking a temp variable, and inside this temp variable containing our input. So we don't want to actually play with the actual input. We stored it inside another variable, then we can change whatever we want. So first we need to take a temp variable, and we need a reminder variable. We can initialize it as 0, and we need one more variable, that is sum. We have to store the whole sum of the integer. So it will be also initially 0. Then we have to take a reminder of this input like n divided by 10, and we'll be doing some sum process, sorry, sum into 10 plus our reminder. And we every time we need to change our temp variable, because um, we have to divide like n first will be 1, 2, 3, then n will be changed as 12, then it will be changed as 1. So we have to change this n. Okay, sorry, this will be temp because we don't want to play with the actual variable, so this will be temp, and our new temp will be temp divided by 10. So every time we need to change our temp, for that we need a while loop. So we have to keep it in a while loop. Like our temp not equals to 0 while, then it will be running. So after that we can generally print our sum. So let's check it is working or not. It is taking some time, so let's wait. Uh, so it is running now, I guess. So we have successfully run our code, and it don't have any errors. So I'm going to check like the input as 1 2 3. Then it should print 3 to 1. So let's check. Okay, so you can see it will working fine, and I'm going for another input so you can understand it is working. So I'm going to take it as 4 5 6 7 2 3. You can see it will print 3 2 7 6 5 4 as expected. So this code is working fine. So you can try it, and we'll meet on another video next day. So thank you.